Hey guys, it's operations time again. We're going to be switching out two industries in Huntington Beach. And actually, I don't think I've ever switched out both of these at the same time. We're going to be doing Reliable Lumber and Jack's Surfboards, or Surfer's Outlet. So we're going to make our way into Orange County. We've got 4 cars in tow here, 2 box cars that are going to get switched out at Jack's Surfboards, and a gondola, and the flatbed car going to Reliable Lumber. All right, making our way out of La Mirada and into what I'm going to call Anaheim. It's our former Sanford & Sons salvage that is going to be repurposed as a scenic only area here. You can see I've still got some of the plastic palm trees up in the area, and we still have the spur running in that used to be Sanford & Sons salvage there. They're going out of business. I think Fred Sanford is retiring, and we're going to develop this area into a scenic only area representing Anaheim. And that's kind of why I have one of the gondolas going over to Reliable Lumber. Now I know gondolas I don't think normally service the lumber yard there. It's normally center beam cars, but I've got to do something with these gondolas. So we're going to try using the gondolas over at the lumber yard, at least for right now. All right, so we're arriving in Huntington Beach. You can see we've done a lot of scenicing in Huntington Beach, and that's why I wanted to highlight these two industries, because most of the scenicing over the last layout update, last couple weeks, has been done here in Huntington Beach. Train will stop, we'll decouple, and then we're gonna do our runaround maneuver. Now we're on the west side main line. I call it the west and the east side just because it's a runaround, but I have industries coming off of either line on the west, and also on the technically the runaround that's on the east. And you can see again some of the scenicing that's been done over here. I don't think I had this up in the last update, but you could see the graffiti wall there separating the spur that goes into Jack's Surfboards and the main line right there. We've got our switch right there, so we've pulled past it. Conductor has flopped it over to the west side, or correction, sorry, the east side. I'll get that right someday. We'll do our runaround maneuver, go past our box cars there in the background, and then we're going to shove into the spur for Jack's Surfboards. We're picking up 2 box cars there, and we're dropping those 2 off right there in the background, the brown and the blue one. You can see the barbed wire fencing there. That's new too. Just a small section. SoCal Edison, I guess, has had some trouble, so they're building a barbed wire fence all around the facility. It's currently in progress. We'll stop over here, let the conductor jump off, flip the switch so we can come up behind our train. Get ready to shove into Jack's Surfboard's spur. And we're trying to simulate all of the real world movements that the train and conductor would do. So we stop there, let the conductor jump off, flip the switch, get back on the train, and now he will call out the distances there, even though we're just coming up to the back of the train for the engineer. I have to get a little engine or a little conductor guide that I can put on the train. And we'll pull up to our back of our train here and connect up. Hey, what's up that in the ceiling? Look at that. Oop. Tried to trick you there a little bit. Didn't get a good coupling there, so I had to splice the video a bit. Alright, conductor is running down the train to get onto the back of it. Ride the back of the car all the way into the industry. And you can see one of the new buildings back there too. And the background facades. We'll get a better look at it again. So conductor has already switched out the switch there going into the spur. We'll run across our street right there, hook up to our two box cars. There's a good shot of that wall. A lot of things like that in the Orange County area. And like these brick walls separating some of the locations along the route. And in particular here with Reliable Lumber in the foreground there, there's actually a whole section in real life of the wall like that with all the tagged graffiti on it. And we picked up our two cars. We're going to pull them back. We'll have the conductor jump off the back of the train there. He's going to flip the switch over, and we're going to shove these two pickups right here. The brown one with the graffiti and the rail box. We'll shove them back towards the end of the line. The main line ends off to our left there. And that's actually the way it is in real life. The line ends just past Reliable Lumber. It's an old Southern Pacific line. It used to run all the way to the coast and then connect up to the line that runs along right along the beach there into San Diego. Alright, while we're shoving these two cars back into the dead end on the main line, it's a good time to say, hey, if you're new and you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I do operations videos like this and layout updates as I build out my Southern California, Orange County, technically it's called the Santa Ana / Stanton industrial leads. And don't forget to hit the like button and the bell button to subscribe or to get notified when I post new videos. I do about 1 or 2 videos a week. Try to alternate between operation sessions like this and layout updates to keep everybody up to date on the work that I'm doing here on the layout. All right, we've dropped off our 2 pickups on the main line. We'll pull back again, and then have the conductor switch the turnout, and we'll shove our 2 drop-offs full of surfboard material back into Surfer's Outlet, or Jack Surfboards. It's an actual industry in Huntington Beach. It isn't in real life serviced by the railroad, but the building that that they're in and that I'm representing actually did used to have this spur. So I'm going to go ahead and in my proto freelance layout here, I'm going to make believe like they are actually getting serviced by the railroad. So I'm trying to really get the look and the feel of Huntington Beach. And so that's why I'm using jack surfboards on my layout. And I have the Vans shop that's in Huntington Beach as one of the background buildings. You can see the apartment building in the back there with some shops underneath it. That's also in Huntington Beach. There's a good shot of the Vans store. All right, we've dropped off our 2 cars. We're now going to pull back. And again, it's a little bit different, but normally we wouldn't do these 2 industries. So we actually do have to do sort of not a runaround, but we've got to go all the way back to the end of the runaround so we can get on the east side main line there in the foreground in order to get to the spur that runs into Reliable Lumber. And although some of the operations aren't prototypical, I think generally the train that runs through this area in real life, I'm not sure if they do, pickups and drop-offs at the same time, or if they have one train that does pickups and another one comes in and does drop-offs, but it's kind of fun on the layout. We have to compress things and make modifications so that it's enjoyable on the layout. And yeah, it's one of the things that I like about JMRI, the way we have it set up. We have all of the locations are the individual industries. And so I can mix and match. I can build routes and trains for any different set of industries. And like I said earlier in this one here, I really just wanted to showcase some of the scenicing that's been going on in that end of Huntington Beach. So I picked those 2 industries. Keeps things fresh, even though maybe not completely prototypical. It's kind of nice to mix up the different industries and have different operating sessions. So conductor here has jumped off. He switched out the turnout for the spur going into Reliable Lumber. We'll push back in there. And again, we're picking up 2 cars. And dropping our gondola with some, I guess, raw lumber in it. And our flat car here. Now, since I put that road in right here, it makes for a little bit more interesting operations, although it's a smaller road through an industrial area. There's no sidewalk on it. And don't mind the big finger that just pulled up the blue flag there for the industry. I thought for the sake of time we'd make believe like the industry rep came out and removed our little blue flag. And you can see it sitting in front of the gondola. Again, I think my couplers need a little bit of lubrication here. But yeah, since I put that road in, it kind of cut down some of the track available for temporarily spotting cars. But we have just enough here with these 2 gondolas that we're picking up. We'll pull those back across the road and drop them off on the main line. And we can just squeak by without blocking the road with the two gondolas we picked up. It should be a little bit interesting when we have the long center beam lumber cars. Because I think I can probably fit one of them on the main line right there between the switch for the spur and the road. Again, conductors jumping off, switching us back to the east side main line there. And we'll shove back, drop these two gondolas off, and then back up again, and drop off our two cars into the industry. Alright, we'll disconnect those two and see if we got enough room to get by them. I guess technically we could temporarily block part of the road there. And the plan is to have some crossing gates in the future. I'm going nice and slow here because I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough room, but just managed to squeak by. And you can see the gondola in the background there, just barely at the beginning of the street. Alright, we'll disconnect, head on out, we'll pick up our two gondolas, and we'll shove them across the street again, back onto the dead end main line there, and pick up our two box cars from Jack's Surfboards, and then head through Orange County, back up north towards the Union Pacific Los Nitos yard in southeast LA. Actually, technically, I guess Santa Fe Springs, but I just call it LA. Alright, conductor would jump off in front of the train there, flip the switch, lock it up. I know I had a few questions from some new viewers about seeing the locks on my fascia. That's what the locks are for. They help to simulate what happens in the real life. All of the switches are manually thrown in real life. They have a lock on them. The conductor has to get off the train with his set of keys, unlock them, flip the switch, then lock it back up. So you don't really see that me doing that here, but I'm simulating it, at least on this video presentation. So we've connected up to our gondolas. Conductor has hooked up the cars. And I'm going to assume he walked across the street here over to the box cars that we're going to pick up that we left out on the main line. Taking a little time there to allow the conductor to hook up the hoses. So we've got all of our pickups here from our newly scenic Huntington Beach location. It's still a work in progress, but we're getting there. And as we head out of Huntington Beach through Westminster here, there you can see the new building in the background, a little facade. Just from street view, found a building that looked interesting in the Huntington Beach area. Printed it out, put it on some hard cardstock. Trying to get this little location right here, which is the north end of Westminster. Get some scenery started heading up this way. And we'll drive by our going out of business Sanford & Son Salvage, soon to be developed by some developers here in Anaheim. We'll make our way across, well, I guess it's Beach Boulevard, I'm not sure. Although Beach Boulevard doesn't run in La Mirada, I don't think it does. That's what the street sign says. That's where I got the background picture. But technically this is the La Mirada / Cerritos area of the industrial lead. And for this video, I thought I'd actually run the train all the way back into our yard, which has just started to get a little bit of work done. Finished balancing the track. Still need to upgrade the lighting. But I'm going to go ahead and include a little bit more work in the yard for the upcoming operation sessions. We'll make our way all the way up to LA, and we'll get a little look at the yard. It's a little dark over there. I still need to get a better lighting for it. And we still need to work on our scenery over here. There's our yard. Train comes in, hits the bell. And like I said, need a little bit better lighting here for the yard for videos. Guys, hope you like that. Take care. Bye.